out they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs from. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with a cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to office selected.
Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. The final game of the opening weekend of 2020. Time for football from Denver. Broncos and Titans. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. The kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Escaping the pressure right, and incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern comes on for Tennessee. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Locke and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at the 34. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's second and 10. To throw again. Block. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Daquan Jones. Able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So third and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack.
51 for Mike, boy, 51. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got?
Shotgun snap to Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be Titan football.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
At the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And some room to work. Past the 20. And now off to the races. Down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsey. 44 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Tannehill. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He finds Humphreys. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Henry. He's gotten the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Run to 5. Here's 2nd and 2. Running from the gun with Henry.
At the 5-yard line.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Henry, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in at the 3. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
5-yard line.
First down, right back to Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
On On 2nd and 12. Lock. Got Gordon open, completes it. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
3rd and 13. That's the end of the first.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
6.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Lock. Pass caught by Jerry Jeudy, his first NFL catch. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
11 yards.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Second and 8 coming up. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He'll look downfield for Humphreys. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphreys. 3rd down here.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And taken right on the 30. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4.
Block working out of the gun. Gets it to Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The first carry is a Bronco for the longtime Charger. It's Melvin Gordon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 31, block. And that'll be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Block. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this one is right down the middle. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take it.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
22, Derrick Henry.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. From the 41, Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The ball carrier.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd and 15 now, Tannehill. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They look to throw. It's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6.
Broncos 17, Titans 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
To A.J. Brown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
The 34-yard line.
Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Titans 1st down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. He'll air this one out deep for Davis, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Jackson on the coverage.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4. Here's Brent Kern now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, block. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Operating from the gun. Block. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll make it 17-13. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
2 yards on.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Lock now on first down. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, Locke. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he spins through. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Here's Locke to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And McManus able to put it through. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Right there. 54, right there.
Throwing now is Locke. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Operating from the gun, Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a handoff to Henry. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Ball carrier.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
At the 18-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Lindsey. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. To throw it is locked. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And 10 at the 29-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Titans.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Jackson from the shotgun. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Jackson will throw again. They're trying for Humphreys, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The opening week, certainly he didn't want to throw.
That throw, they'll work with it from there.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
A gain of 9.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is up to 14.
Good. Makes the score Broncos 27, Titans 13. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On second down, it's Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And it brings up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The result there is the offense is going to come back on the field. A first down as they get 12 on the fake punt. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Play action. Now Jackson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Sounds great. As well.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Make sure I heard that right.
Throwing again. Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Don't spill it on Nathan.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Number 25. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Same rules still apply. Don't spill it.
Now Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Locke. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Again, it's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
1st down.
Now Jackson. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
A.J. Boye.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Titans on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He'll look downfield for Humphreys. And no, it's incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On 1st down, Locke. On the slant, completes to Sutton. The 20. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
They had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
It's the score. Broncos 34, Titans 13. Brandon McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On the carry.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again to Henry. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down now. It's Henry, and he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd down and 12. Jackson.
Yeah.
Brown has the first down and much more. Back to Brown, this time complete. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout. And all they want to do is see it through to the end.
Literally, I was literally like maybe 100 points away from getting the last one. Bad, so I had to go into team practice.
You don't react as fast as you should
one shooting
on
drill. But NBA Legends there, so I'm getting a ton of progress on
we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41, Titans 13. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of
16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
Okay. I assume I'm going to be needing to use my center.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Big stop, let's go. Mike 50, Mike 50. Cut.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry, and able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, And then the big finish with the tackle.
13 yards remaining on second down. Derrick Henry. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down. Tonight's final.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Denver, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
About that?
Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they obviously...
Oh, it was good. I just bust some guys' butt. You know how I do. Get down. Get down with the get down. Get down, get down.